to the channel, A Moment with Amisha. If you are brand spanking new to this channel, please do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Click the bell notification while you're at it so you do not miss any other content from me. All right, guys, we're going to jump into today's video. We're going to be talking about brand voice. What is your brand voice? And I know a lot of times when we hear that terminology, brand voice, we immediately think about content creators, and you know, while that is what that's talking about, I want to also talk about how we as brand ambassadors of Christ should show up in this world, what our voice should sound like to this world. Now this video is a little more geared to the content creator side, but I really feel like I said, how we show up as ambassadors of Christ is important as well, and so I'm going to address all of that in one, right? Okay. Now, let's get started. I was looking through LinkedIn and I saw a very good definition about what brand voice is as it pertains to the content creator field. So it says, brand voice is the personality and character of your brand expressed through your words and messages. It is the way you communicate your values, vision, and mission to your audience. Your brand should be consistent across all your channels and platforms and reflect your unique identity and positioning. Some examples of brand voice attributes are friendly, professional, humorous, authoritative, or playful. So that is a little bit about what a brand voice is and what it's talking about. Now, I was really interested in doing this video because I had a revelation this morning, as I call it, and it was brought to my attention of a few reels that I've done, and I know my brand personality is, or I want it to be, and I hope it's coming across to be friendly, inviting, informative, professional on some cases, but in humorous. I'm multi-layered. Your girl has layers to her, so I cover a lot of different things, but I definitely want to be friendly, inviting, and I'm not really sharp, blunt, blatant type of person. So, and I realized there were some things there was some content I put out that I felt like kind of went away from my voice, away from my brand voice, and it could cause people to, get the wrong impression about who I am as a brand and what I represent. And so it wasn't anything horrible, like I'm not putting anything out that goes against my faith or whatnot, but just the tone of it and the voice that it was using, which wasn't really even mine. With reels you use like the little voice clips and things, and so I don't know, I just had a revelation this morning that so I need to be a little more careful about the certain things that I choose to do. Just because it's out there and it's a trending reel clip or whatever, or soundbite, doesn't mean it doesn't mean that you should be using that. So I thought it was important for me to share this with you all too, just in case you might need that reminder. Like, everything's out there that's trending and popular and cute, and everybody's laughing at it and getting all the comments and likes. It's not necessarily meant for you. It may not be meant for your voice or your brand. So that was a revelation for me today, and so I had to do a little work on kind of taking a self-analyzation of my platforms and making sure I'm really communicating what it is that I want to communicate. So I encourage you all to do the same. But yeah, it's a very simple message. Just be careful about your brand voice. What do you want to represent? Because I had a thought, like, man, what if somebody would have just taken that one reel that had that really sassy voice and whatever, and taken that and just I don't know, just share it and say, this is a moment with Amisha. Would I really be okay with that? Even though it's just a little snapshot of my channel, it still represents my voice, my brand voice. And I don't know if I would have just been okay with that. So that way, that's why I felt like it was important for me to, kind of reanalyze, reevaluate what it is that I want my voice to be like and what I want it to sound like. And so in converting this message into just being an ambassador of Christ, being representing the brand of Christ, we want to make sure that we show up with love, we show up with compassion, we show up with peace, and we're not chaotic, and we're not causing drama, confusion. It just really matters how we show up as people, right? And how we show up as ambassadors of Christ. And so I just want to you know, just put that out there. Just make sure that you are taking into consideration how you show up and how you're being consistent in showing up. Not like over here you're, you know, you got all the Christian hats on, but over here you're like, you turning up, and it just doesn't go together. And so I just want to encourage you all to check your voice, check your brand voice, check your Ambassador of Christ brand voice. You know, do a little self-check and make sure that everything is lining up and that you really have the voice that you want to have out there, because people are watching, y'all. People are definitely watching. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Thank you all for spending a moment with Amisha, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.